Hey guys, it is Tuesday, June 7th. I'm actually filming this video a lot earlier than I usually film because I have a friend coming over in a little bit and I'm not going to want to film it then. Hopefully I'll have time to get it edited. But I actually was going to film this even earlier than now, but I didn't count on my grandma and cousins coming over and staying for a while. So yeah, this is like the only time I have today to film this video. This video is going to be about things that I like about myself, which I think is something people need to do more often, like think about things they like about themselves. But sadly, I think this is going to be the most awkward video I've ever filmed, which is really, really sad. The first one is I'm nice. I think that's something that pretty much anyone would say, but I do think it's true. I'm really good about being nice to people that are actually getting on my nerves and like they don't usually know that they're getting on my nerves, if that makes sense. Even if that means that said people never leave me alone. And if you know me in real life and at school, then you probably know what I'm talking about. Some people may think that that's a bad thing, that I pretend, or that I'm like pretending to be friends with people that I don't actually like, but I'm not like trying to be mean. I just don't want to be mean to them. So it's not like I go out of my way to like pretend to be their friend. I don't like invite them to stuff and everything. But if someone who I actually really, really get annoyed with comes up to me and starts talking to me, I'm gonna talk to them and be nice and not just like say I hate you and walk away or something like that. The second one is I try to be a good friend. I don't know how well I do, but I try. In middle school, I went through a really, really hard time with a bunch of my friends, and it really made me kind of question who is my real friend and who isn't, because at the time in middle school, there was just a lot of stuff going on, and the people who I thought were my best friends, I was starting to question if they really were, because all this stuff was happening. I don't think I've ever really talked about this with anyone, but after everything through 8th grade, it became really hard for me to trust people and trust that they really were my friend because of everything I had to deal with in 8th grade. And I don't think I've ever really told anyone that, but I'm getting better about trusting people. But for the longest time, it was like sometimes I didn't believe people really wanted to be my friend. If they started talking to me, I thought like they must be talking bad about me behind my back, just because of everything I went through in 8th grade and finding out that my best friends weren't the greatest friends made me kind of worry about that a lot. But like I said, it's getting better. I'm starting to trust people more and that they're not talking behind my back. And I've actually started talking to one of the people. I've started becoming friends with her again that like did all this stuff in 8th grade, and it's actually really interesting because I'm getting her point of view of stuff that happened in 8th grade, and it's interesting how our points of view of what happened are different. But that's not what this video is about. All of that was to say that friendship is something that's really important to me, and loyalty and being a good friend is something I really, really value in a person, so I try to do the same thing. I just try to be the best friend I possibly can to all my friends. And I really, really need to hurry with this because my friend is on her way here. But the third one is, and this one I'm scared will make me sound really egotistical, but I'm smart. I do good in school even though I rarely study. And I don't usually admit that either. I mean, well, most people who know me know that I don't study, but I still manage to be an honor student. The most studying I usually do is looking over the stuff when I walk into class on the day of a test. But yeah, I still manage to get good marks because I have a really bad memory of things that happen to me. Like if something was to happen and then you were to ask me about it the next day, it'd take me a while to remember it. But if I read something or write it down, I will remember it forever, as long as something like will jog my memory about it. So taking tests and stuff is really easy for me usually, because just seeing it, I'll remember what I need to do or what it is. So, and I like keep all that stuff in my head, the things I read and write. It's just my memory about other stuff sucks. Obviously the fact that I read a lot means I have a lot of stuff in my head that I don't like remember all the time, but if you ask me about something, I can start ranting about it usually. Okay, I think 3 things is enough, and I need to hurry this up. So, I'm actually having trouble coming up with more than 3 things, so we're just gonna end it there. I'm sure if I thought about it long enough, I could come up with more, but that 3 is enough anyway. I want everyone watching this video to leave either a comment or a video response listing 3 things that you like about yourself, because I think everyone should do that. At least 3 things. You can do more if you want. So that's it for today, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.